Hey guys, I've got a different type of box opening for you today. We have a product we got today in the mail. It's from, is it from England? Mm-hmm. London? Okay. It's Royal Mail. So anyway, a company sent Tammy a tweet on Twitter about sending us something for free. So, we said, sure, we'll try it out. And I'll show you what, I'll go ahead and open it and I can be telling you the story as I go. We had tried out what was that stuff called? I can't remember. Thumb. Yeah. Thumb sucking stuff to keep your child from sucking their thumb. Didn't do anything. I mean, you wasted $3 or whatever it was. It was a complete waste. And Tammy can link that in the video. So they saw that review and said, hey, we'd like to send you our product to see what you think of it. They cost about $35 on Amazon usually, and it's called Dr. Thumb. And Dr. Thumb wanted to send us a sample, a free trial of their product. So this is their thumb guard, and it fits over the child's thumb like a plastic, covering on it. Hey, Tammy wanted to take a picture of the box before I opened it. They also sent this card along with it. It just basically says, thank you for your order, which they sent it to us. Read through the instructions, make sure you don't hesitate to get into contact with them. And basically, please spread the word because they're a new product and they want to get the word out. So, they realize they have plastic on it, I think. And there's kind of the picture of kind of what you do. You stick it over their thumb and then it straps around the wrist. They're not supposed to be able to get it off. So we'll see. And they have different sizes. This is the small, from 12 to 36 months, which he's almost, 2.5? Yeah, it's 19 months old. So here's one of the straps. They're pretty small. The directions. And then, it's a hard plastic box. That's cool. That thing is, the lid just popped off. The box was beat up just a little bit in shipping. Not horrible, but it is beat up a little bit. And there's the actual thumb guard. So their hand's going to go up through there. Gavin's is like this. So his fingers are going to go up through here, and his thumb's going to go up through there, and then this will go around his wrist. And this is just an extra strap, just in case. Maybe it might be a smaller strap actually, now that I look at it. And then you take it off by just squeezing this together, and it comes off. So it doesn't look that bad. I bet you the fitting part has to do with how tight to get this. You don't want to get it too tight, because then they cut circulation off to the wrist. But you want it tight enough to where they can't slip their thumb out, like pull it out and then just stick it out to the side and suck it anyway. So anyway, I'm going to read the directions on how to do this, how to get it fit right, and we're actually going to go over there here in just a few and actually put it on him. Once I kind of read the directions, I like to read directions. I'm a direction reader big time. I like to make sure I read the directions and see how things work before I try it out. So I'll read the directions, and then probably the next time you see us, we'll be actually trying to put it on. We're over at Andrew, Christina, and Gavin's house. And I wanted to mention a couple things. First of all, Gavin sucks on his left thumb, and sometimes it's so red that it's like bloody. It's not too bad today. It's pretty red on the tip. But so anyway, that's one of the reasons why we're trying to get him to stop sucking his thumb. Not just to be mean. I know some people might think this is mean and hateful. It's not. So this is, again, what it looks like. And you basically take it, he can still be able to suck his thumb. He can actually stick this in his mouth, but it gets rid of, you don't have any suction because it's got these little slots in here. So there's no suction, which removes the pleasure of getting that sucking sensation. Hi. Hi. All right. So this is going to be the interesting part. Can we have your hand?
Do you think the kids get used to putting this on every day after they've worn it for a little while?
I think they would. Where's your thumb? Oh, there it is.
You're being so
Right
good.
now it's like a toy to him. He's thinking, what is this?
You can see it's way, 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 way too loose. So I'll have to take it off and tighten it up.
You have to take it off to do it?
Wow.
Why? We're going to tighten it up and then you can have it back. You can hold that for just a minute. So we're tightening it up and we'll be back. We're going to try it again. We've tightened it up.
In there.
And Mommy gets to do this, what, after bath time?
Yeah.
You take it off for bath and eating? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then you put it on. Oh, he's already tried to put it in his mouth. So the only time it's off is, so he wears it to bed even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if this is better.
Oh, look at that, Gavin. Oh, it's cool. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, you like that, don't you? But it doesn't interfere with him picking anything up?
I think it's still probably going to have to be tighter. 'Cause I'm going to have to, there's a way, see how loose it is on his thumb? See how loose it is?
Right.
I'm going to have to move it up to this bracket right here. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to take it off. I'm going to have to move it up and it makes it a little tighter down on the bottom. Hold on.
Okay. Well, you can show me what bracket you're talking about when you take it off. Hold on just a minute.
This one right here.
Okay.
It's going to go up to that slot instead of that slot.
Okay.
Okay, I moved it up that one notch up there, and that way it pulls it down a little bit tighter to the hand. That's what they said in the instructions at least. Gavin, you ready for another one?
Let's do it again.
Let's try one more time.
Here we go. One more time.
Medieval torture device.
You'll get used to this, though, Christina. You'll get used to doing this every day.
Hopefully he does.
Boom, 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 boom. Sleep back. He's
It'll
fine
be
putting
like-
it on.
Put the shoes
Hold on.
Good.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! There you go. Look.
Yeah,
here-
suck on that.
Yeah, try to suck on that, Gavin. Yeah, he's going to try to pull on it. That's
Don't bite
okay.
it. Don't bite it. It said discourage from biting.
Discouraged from biting. So we're going to have this on him. We're going to keep it on him every day for the next 3 weeks, and we'll be checking back in periodically to let you know how he's doing. Okay, I want to update you on Gavin. We put the thumb guard on him on,
Showing you.
he's looking. We put the thumb guard on him on Saturday, and I just want to show you he's having no trouble using his hands to pick things up in either hand, of course. But using the hand with the thumb guard, he hasn't been having any trouble. He hasn't wanted to suck on it or bite on it. The first night, let me turn the TV down. The first night that he had it, he cried for a long time, probably an hour, because he was not used to having anything on that thumb at all. But after that, he got used to it, and he went to bed fine the next night.
Good boy. You got some. Eat them.
Okay, I wanted to check in with you about Gavin's thumb guard. He's been wearing it for a week now, and he has not been sucking his thumb at all, of course, because that's been on it. He has chewed on the plastic. He's tried to chew on the plastic, and every time I catch it in his mouth, I tell him to stop, and he does. He pulls his thumb out of his mouth. But as you can see, he's having no problems teasing the pug, using that hand like he always does. He eats with that hand. I've seen him pick up ink pens and toys and anything that he would normally pick up with that hand. He can still use it completely fine. That guard has caused no problems at all. No more temper tantrums going to bed since that first night. Everything's been perfect. This is hilarious, I think. I'm feeding him these little bitty crackers, and I looked over and he was kind of grunting, and he is stuck. Yeah, he's letting me know that he is stuck crackers. Let me see, Gavin. Let me see. Let me see. Look, he stuck crackers. Yeah, you stuck them down in there, didn't you? Are you supposed to do that? That's hilarious. He's stashing them in there for later. Don't do that. Don't do that, silly goose.
No.
Silly goose, don't do that. Yuck. So now I have to take that off and get those out of there. We've been taking it off when he eats runny food or soft foods, but I didn't think I would have to take it off for this. I haven't been, but you can see he has them stacked up in there. Yeah, and then later that would be bugging him to death. Gavin, what did you do? You can't fit any more in there. It's full. It's full. It's been a month since Gavin has been wearing the Dr. Thumb guard. The reason I wanted to recap a little bit, the reason this whole adventure started was because Gavin was sucking his thumb. It was so red and raw that it almost looked like it was going to bleed. It was almost like scabbed over. It was so raw. It was in bad shape, and you could see in all my old vlogs that he was constantly sucking his thumb, and it was almost like a disability because he would avoid picking things up or doing certain things because that thumb had to be in his mouth.
He didn't want to take his thumb out of his mouth just to
play. Right, to even play with toys. So he only had the use of one hand. So his mom and dad didn't know what to do, so we decided to buy this thumb
brush on stuff for their nail.
Right, it's like a nail polish almost. And it's for their nail, and it did not work. We bought this at Bye Bye Baby. It was about $4, and I thought, well, it's a quick, cheap item to buy, and if it works, that's great for $4. Well, it didn't work, so I can throw this in the garbage now. I've just saved it just so that I could show you.
It's not very strong because we've tried it on ourselves
right.
At the time, and I think we talked about that. We tried it on ourselves, and it didn't. I mean, it tastes a little peppery, but that was about it.
That was it, yeah. So I can understand why that wouldn't affect a kid either. He just, he kind of looked at it and went along, sucking his thumb. So Dr. Thumb contacted me through Twitter and wanted to know could they send me the thumb guard, and I've said absolutely sure. I was ready to pay for it because they're like $36, $40, something like that. And I thought, gosh, I don't know if I want to pay $40 for something, and I don't know if it's going to work or not. But they said, no, we want to send you one. We want you to test it out and see if it works for him. So they sent this to me completely free. I want to make sure that that's out in the open. It was free.
And we wouldn't change our opinion one way or the other.
No,
free or not.
Dr. Thumb, if I had a bad review to give, if it didn't work, you would know it didn't work. I mean, there's no hiding that because I do vlogs and you all see Gavin all the time. So there's no way that I would lie or that I could cover that if I wanted to. But all that to say is that it's been a month now and it worked. It worked great. He wore it all the time. He wore it to bed at night. The only time he didn't wear it was in the tub, and he even wore it here when he was eating, unless it was something mushy like applesauce or yogurt or something like that. He wore it. Now at home, his mom told me that she took it off anytime he was eating, just so that he could, I guess, have a little break from it. But for me, he wore it almost 9 hours out of the day. So what happened was probably 4 days ago, he came over, his mom dropped him off, and he wasn't wearing it. And I said, where's his thumb guard? And she said, well, he's figured out how to get his thumb out of it. And I said, okay, well then that means we need to tighten it up because this whole month he's worn it with no problems. So I said, well, we need to figure out how to tighten it up. So then I said, well, but we're going to put it on, while he's here. And So I went to put it on him, and he did not want to put it on. He literally just like shook his head, no, don't want to put it on. And I said, well, I didn't know if enough time had gone by, because it can take from 4 to 6 weeks, they say. So I didn't know if we were right at the cusp of that 4-week period, and I didn't know if it had had time to work yet. So he didn't want to put it on, and I said, that's fine, then I don't want to see you suck your thumb, or we're going to put this on. And he didn't suck his thumb. And any time that he would even, there was only that first day, there might have been 2 times that he might have thought about it, that I thought he had the idea of putting his thumb in his mouth, and I had this right at my fingertips, and I said, do you want to put this back on? Nope, didn't want to put it back on. And I mean, all thought went out the window when I said that. The first time he took a nap that day, he whined a little bit. And I mean, he didn't cry, there were no tears, he wasn't hurt or anything. He just whined because he knew I was watching him, and I had this, and he knew that, you know, he just couldn't do that. So this worked. It put the thought in his mind that, hey, this is wrong, I can't do this. And like I said, there's no way of hiding that from, if you watch my vlogs, I show Gavin all the time, and there's no way that even if I wanted to hide it and say that it worked, if I wanted to lie, I couldn't lie about it. So this has been wonderful. We're so grateful to it, and his mom and dad are very, very grateful for this, because his thumb was in very bad shape, and they were worried about his teeth. Mm-hmm. His mom, Christina, was very worried about him having buck teeth, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that everybody thinks, at least, that sucking a thumb can make your teeth come out. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that's a wives' tale, but I don't know. Might be true, it might not. I don't know.
She was very worried about it having a bad effect on his teeth. Yeah. So this worked for us. I would recommend it. And
let me add too that just because this covers up his thumbs, it didn't stop him from picking up things. He was picking up stuff and using it. And he was using his hand perfectly fine.
Right.
It is stretchy though, so if they figure out if they can like take their teeth and like bite it and pull, they can wiggle their thumb out. I don't know if there's any way to really get rid of that unless they were to convert this over to something more solid, but then again, it's going to remove the comfort level then too.
Right, so, then they're not going to have the mobility.
So I don't know if there's any way around that. Older kids could probably really figure that out quickly, and you would just have to get onto them not to do that. But
I think the younger, if your child's sucking their thumb, the quicker you start and buy this right at the get-go, then you're not going to have any problems. No. You know, it's one of those things where you don't want to wait. You want to nip it right when it starts. But yeah, he had no problems. You can watch, if you're just watching this Dr. Thumb video for the review, you can go back and see on my vlogs that Gavin had no problem picking up things, playing, eating, any of his normal activities he could do with this. It kept him from being able to suck his thumb. And the only reason I think that at the end it got loose is from what you said.
Yeah, he was
taking his teeth and he was pulling on it. And of course when we would catch him, we would say, don't do that. But at night when they're in the bed, they're going to do what they want to do. So, but I would highly recommend this. Mm-hmm. And if there are any other children, if any other parents ask me for advice, I would recommend this. And now, Christina, they can keep this.
Yeah, so if he starts back up again.
If he were, which I think that would be a rare case where they would start that again, there's no need for him to. And he would know that he would have to wear this. But if they have another child that has that problem, you can keep this.
Clean it up really good.
Yeah, once you buy this, you can save it for children and children and children. Yeah. You don't have to throw it away. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. We didn't cut anything off the band.
No, we kept the band long.
Yeah, we kept the band long, so it's adjustable. So we wanted to say thank you and to have this follow-up video to Dr. Thumb, and we're very, very, very grateful. And Gavin's grateful too. I'm sure he'll thank us in the future.
And just remember, your mileage may vary. You know, if you try this, if you buy one and you try on your child and it doesn't work, you know, every kid's different.
Every kid's different, but
it does seem to be a good method of breaking the habit, because if they can't do it, they're gonna not do it. They get used to not doing it.
Right.
Not do
and
it.
it can take up to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Gavin,
I said some kids are.
Yeah, Gavin was right at that month, and I truly think that is because he's young.
Yeah.
I really do. I just think you need to. Of course, if you have a child that's older, don't let me saying that stop you. Please go ahead and try.
Yeah, they have a large size too.
Yeah, we just got the size for him. Don't let me saying that stop you, but I'm saying for parents of young kids, I think the younger you catch them, the better.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching.